Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SCS number 341, the 3v3 edition. Ooh. This evening, I am joined by Marza. Good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing tonight?
Tell us in the stream. Keep the 1 minute delay in mind. And in the lobby right now.
Too much to the stream. Carry on.
And in the lobby right now, on the red team, we have the Phobos Rider Coalition with the pilots Finsk, Portable Grump, and Ickthrill, whatever. And on red, we have Colon 3 with the pilots Best Fun, Captain Jan, and Wu.
See, I believe this is a first. This is the first time we had a 3v3 in SCS. Someone has to fact check that.
Well, it's the first one I've ever seen, so that doesn't really mean much. Also, we have the banter in the chat going on right now, commenting on the quite possibly bees, the Crusader of Portal Grump here.
I'm sure it keeps them heavily entertained.
Okay, apparently they're commenting on the loadout that I sadly can't show you at the moment, but we will see it once we actually enter the game. Also, hey Dimitri, nice to see you in the chat.
Sup, Dimitri? So what do we know about these teams then? We're going to see how they're going to match up against each other.
Well, it's a little bit especially interesting with the 3v3 because you have one more ship that can either turn the tide or completely mess you up. Maybe even both.
Indeed, got to remember. 50% more firepower on both teams. Going to see some quick, brutal kills here in this SCS.
We're getting also closer to the ship log, with 20 seconds remaining until that. And currently it seems like we will be having a Breaker, Double Crusader going up against a Corsair, Magnite, and a Junker. Sounds interesting, just saying that, I have to admit. And ships are locked. Okay. We're getting ready for the first match of the evening.
So first match on Ash and Scuffle, all ships are locked. Let's see how red and blue team are going to get on.
And let's find out if we have to force start this one. Okay, timer hits 0, quote unquote. And people are actually somewhat readying up. I am very impressed. And is it gonna be enough? No, it's not. And there we go.
There we go. As we load into the game zone, let's see how these players get on with it.
So.
Of course, it's a 3v3, so the kill limit is 7 kills this time, not the usual 5.
But we haven't changed anything in the match timer, so teams will still have 20 minutes, plus a possible 3-minute overtime. There we go, load it in. Let's start the timer. God, I hate this menu. So, ship number 1 is the Fallacy. It is a Stormbreaker piloted by Finks. He is bringing a Watcher on the right and Gat Double Banshee on the left. Ship number 2 is quite possibly Beast Crusader piloted by Portable Grump. It's Watcher Carol on the front, Double Flak in the middle, and Double Gat on top. And ship 3 is Legitimate Business Crusader piloted by Ickthrill. He is bringing Watcher Carol, Double Flux, Double Gats.
And on blue team, blue ship number 1 is the Rambulant, piloted by Best One. We have the Corsair. Front is Watcher, with starboard Watcher and Flamethrower, port side Gatling Gun Watcher. Second floor blue team is Borst Bashi, piloted by Captain Jan. It's a Magnate. Left side Gatling Gun Flak Watcher, starboard side Gatling Gun Artemis Watcher. And last but not least, we've got the Oki, piloted by Wu. He's misclicked and has chosen Junker. On front, we have the Gatling gun. Starboard side, we have Artemis and Artemis. Port side, we have the Artemis Gatling gun.
That's a flak.
It is a flak, I'm gone mad. He's the only ship in the game who hasn't chosen an alliance ship.
Actually, you're right. Also, the Corsair is packing a flak in the rear.
You can tell I'm new to this.
Yeah, don't worry. You're not the worst I ever had.
Speaking of the worst thing that's ever happened, we just finished the ship callouts, and blue team and red team are already giving it to each other in the northeast corner of the map here.
Seems like Rambulance wanted to go in for the OG Corsair strat of turning off your brain and ramming, but he got stopped in its tracks by the two Crusaders. And broken.
Double broken, it's been pushed back, now red team sensing weakness, but no, the Crusader now might possibly bees, eats the dirt.
Ooh. Well, I guess they got stripped of their honey.
Fallacy wants something to say about that. Watcher going into the Junker.
And that's another break on the boss Panache. With already half that primer missing. And that's the nice thing about Meta Crusader. Once you get the breaks, that's not messing around. Oh, and slow-mo. Fuck!
Fortunately, both teams are committed. We don't think we can do anything about that. We just have to play on as is.
Okay, seems like it's back to normal. If you take a close look at the timer, it's ticking down with seconds again.
To return back to normality in real time. Fighting still going on, and there we go. Oki cleans up, finishing off legitimate business.
Yes, I guess that business was legitimate there, as they just died.
I want to divert your attention to match chat. They're asking if you want to carry on. There you go.
What crew is he seeing?
Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your monitors. We do appear to be experiencing technical difficulties. I do not believe the rules of SCS mention what happens if the server dies. I guess we have to play on and carry on as best as we can.
Well then.
Okay, both teams are disengaged and there's no spots on each other. Probably have to do something about this from here on in.
Okay.
And there we have it, going to premature end, going to restart the match momentarily.
Indeed we are. I'm gonna end the match right now with I think you will see a winner showing up, but that's just because I did it. And we will be remaking this match. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, we're exploring new ground here.
Yeah, we surely are. Okay. I will try to sort this out. Ba-dum. Did I turn off scramble? I did. Good.
There's an interesting development here. Seeing the captains are wanting to show, as a show of kind gesture, willing to start from scratch, a starting score of 0-0 and restarting it again. It's good to see some good sportsmanship still
That
exists.
is, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out some stuff. Okay, the judgment appears to be that we will completely wipe everything. So we will be starting with a score of 0-0 and no first kill advantage to anyone. I also put in a new line on my lovely notes that you can't see.
Well, if there's any consolation, we're getting our money's worth out of this one. More content.
Yeah, even more content. Actually, Marza, we still have quite a bit of lobby to go, quite a bit of lobbies to do.
Looking forward to it.
So, loading onto Ashen Scuffle yet again. So, okay, that's why. Start the timer again. And we won't do ship codes this time, as it's the same. Like, everything should be the same. So, experiencing lag again. That should be fine.
Red team still appears to be having technical issues. One of their captains hasn't quite loaded in. Blue team has got the message and are moving down the eastern flank. Requesting pause.
Well, that is a pause coming from the blue team, and it's the red team's turn to ask for that. Right, what blue team can do is do a gentleman's pause. And it seems like that is what they are going for.
All ships are coming to a standstill.
Okay, we have a pause.
It's the most awkward development. Got two red ships on the left flank, but meanwhile, ship number one, the Fallacy, the one with the DC'd pilot, is all by its lonesome on the eastern flank. And only a few scant few hundred meters separates that from a very angry blue team. One more player has loaded in successfully, but not the captain, still waiting for them. Let's give them some time to see what happens. Hey, Sardarim, know any good jokes? Pass the time.
I know a lot of jokes, but they're all German.
Fantastic. Oh, no moment, you've been saved. It appears things has finally loaded. Let's give them a few more seconds, and any second now.
I actually have a joke. What happens if you throw a sheep, a drum, and a snake down a cliff?
I don't know, what happens if you throw a sheep, a snake, and a drum down a cliff?
A sheep, a drum, and a snake. It's perfectly that order.
Oh, go on then, tell me.
Badumts.
Uh,
God fucking, this is cursed! Like, okay, but I actually completely forgot to show the match here. Ah.
do you have any contact with the other referees in the other games, or is it specifically to this lobby?
I'm gonna find that out. In 1 sec. And blue team asking for the pause. I was waiting for that.
Yeah. This is very, very new territory for everyone here. Not entirely sure how to make the best of this situation. Well, appears to be plenty of technical difficulties, maybe associated with this 3v3 SCS. Got the first-hand account that other lobbies are also experiencing difficulties and having crashes too.
Okay,
Oh,
I
it
just
sounds like you're going.
that Alpha
Go
is
ahead.
also experiencing technical issues there with severe connection issues and players dropping. Hey, Grump.
Hello, I'm here now.
Well, what shall we do with the
yeah.
record? With this lobby?
So this has never happened before, so I'm not really sure. It's not in the rules, but everybody, at least on our ship, keeps rather not loading in or DCing, and things aren't working, and we're not really sure what's going on. Jen and I are trying to figure out things, but the servers are not having it today, and currently it is 3 a.m. in Taiwan with the only person that can fix it. It's 3 a.m. right now, so I can't get him to restart the servers because of that. So things are kind of fucky, and I don't really know what to do.
American server?
We do have something mentioned in chat. Players do have the ideas that we could stagger the games, or just switch to the US server.
Would
It
changing
might
to the
lighten the
US
load.
change anything?
I have no idea. It's the best. It's a complete unknown, but it's the best shot we got currently.
Yeah, we should try US server and see.
God damn it! I'm talking. Yeah, whatever.
Sounds like I've got your work cut out for you this time.
Well then, we will once again end this match.
Call it, boss.
There we go.
Yeah, let's do yeah, US servers. We'll see if that works.
Okay, Karos is not having issues, so it's probably just be that like there's too many on one server.
Alpha is also having issues.
Yeah.
Alpha's lobby is having the same problem, so it's definitely rather an EU server issue or just a whole general server issue. Unfortunately, if this was any other time, we would be able to have Jerry restart the servers, but it's 3 a.m. for him in Taiwan right now. So we're in a little bit of a sticky
Grump,
situation.
everything you're saying is being streamed.
Yes, I know.
Good.
Hello, stream. Very cool.
Hello, internet.
And I mean, everybody watching can understand now what the heck's going on and why can't we fix it? It's because this.
Okay, please leave this lobby. Oh, I mean, I will close it anyways. Boom.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an interesting circumstance. Anywho, I'm gonna go join my team again. If you have any
I see
issues,
you on the battlefield.
ping me. Okay.
Damn it! Stop moderated. Don't join! Don't join! Ah, god. All the check marks I have to do. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna... Lobby's open again.
I see it, thank you kindly. I was going to wait for all the players to rejoin, and third time's the charm. Let's see if we can get this one launching successfully.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, damn it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sure hope we.
Go ahead.
Well, thank God I'm not actually showing the chat, so I will not spoil who is drunk, but why? Oh, it's getting better and better by the second.
This may be going down in history. SCS 341 being the most cursed SCS we've ever hosted.
Yeah.
That's the first time for everything.
Yeah, unfortunately. What? Which? Oh. Oh yeah. Richard got sacked into.
He's been, what's the term? Conscripted. No, press ganged, that's the word.
Drafted?
Yeah, drafted, press ganged, pressed into service.
Over here we will also say Shanghaied. I think
That
that's
too.
the last version. F. Yeah, we need. Yeah, can we get some Fs in the chat, please, for the servers? Oh wait, Kairos actually managed to do a game. Holy shit! Glow Water Research Expedition has won 7-3 versus Fancy Spot Amendment.
Well, if anything, it's good to know that some people have had good luck getting a game going.
Yeah, that's
Have
true.
there been any other voices in your ear? Good news, hopefully?
No, Bo hasn't answered yet. So, no more voices in my ears. Five minutes. Yay. Let's delay the game even further. Oh, whatever. Well then, guess, do you have any funny or fancy or whatever gun stories to tell?
Well, the only funny thing I could point out is that I'm not getting paid for this. I should do. I should record my hours.
Oh, fuck. I suddenly need to go, you know?
Oh.
Nah. You can write down your dollars and send it to Grump. Don't expect anything though. Nah, I don't know. I mean, since we're already singing, I could actually try to figure out how to put some music into the stream.
I'll leave that to your best discretion. I only request is that if you pick something good.
Well, if it works like I wanted to, on this stream we'll hear it. Something like that, maybe? Oh, actually, no, it doesn't work like that. That's a shame. Okay, so the missing player is coming back. You know what, I'm just gonna start playing music in the background.
Yeah. I think it's the wisest thing to do. We've entered a bit of a lull at the moment while technical issues resolve themselves.
Odin is with us. Well, thank God I know a really good artist whose entire music is royalty free.
Excellent.
It's even a really good artist. And he goes by the name of The Fat Rat. Let's see if that is successfully working like I intended to. Seems like it. So stream, enjoy some music while you still can.
And to all on stream, feel free to make requests. Make him play something decent.
Royalty free only.
Yeah, alright. Okay, the stars have aligned, all the players have joined, and the 30-second countdown starts.
Seems like we're actually getting going. You see me very surprised indeed. I'm gonna keep the music going for a bit longer. But once I get into the action, I'll jump off.
Once again, 3v3 on Ashen Scuffle. Third time's the charm, third time's the charm, and this time we're feeling.
Yeah, and we'll still have the Felboss Rider Coalition and Column 3. And I only realized how that actually looks as when I wrote it down on my paper here. Because before that I didn't really understand, couldn't really comprehend in my mind what it was. But looking at it, especially looking at it sideways, really good.
It's me, I'm just a talking head who says what he sees. And what I'm seeing right now is an incredibly aggressive opening from the Crusaders, storming up the western flank north.
Oh damn.
May potentially catching the Oki, the Junker, unawares. Spots
Also,
are out.
really quick, everyone is in the lobby. We have no disconnects.
Fantastic, we can get the show on the road.
And yeah, Crusaders especially Red Team actually pushing through the middle here, quite aggressively catching Blue Team in their spawn.
Battle lines have been drawn, and it appears to be Blue Team have drawn up a firing line and are trying to punish Red Team for their push.
Damn it, sorry for that. For that. What am I doing?
You okay over there?
Yeah, everything is fine.
Magnate, Boss, Panache eating a lot of Gatling fire. Both teams just posturing for the time being, trying to make the most of it.
Actually, currently it seems like the Red Team is drawing more of the fire than the Blue, but we have a break on the Boss Panache.
They're just no business, pushing the advantage, taking the advantage.
Oh, quite possibly is broken as well, but no follow-up in neither cases actually.
See in the distance, Ramblance eating that Watcher.
Yeah, and the Remnants is not in a good spot right now, but neither is legitimate business technically.
No, legitimate business is in a very awkward position. They are getting good work done on the Magnate, Boss, Panache, but there is a Junker in the back and it's punishing them.
But the thing
Flags
is,
are out.
the O key appears to be lacking in follow-up because we have a lot of head of breaks. Oh, never mind. This is just imploded, securing the first kill for blue. Should we consider my PC just turned into an airplane?
Say again, sorry?
Should it be considered that my PC just turned into a plane?
Is it making jet's engine takeoff noises?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, quite possibly bees dying as well. And Fallacy, actually, Fallacy is still holding on to everything there. They have a lot of fire on the main engine though. Rambulance has eaten quite a lot of fire here.
It is
Broken
hurt,
bots
but it's
again.
not down and out. And now Fallacy has lost momentum as the entire blue team comes to say hello.
Yeah, the firing line is moving out, and the Fallacy is dead.
And there we go. Despite the fantastic opening play, it's a great opening aggression to see. Didn't manage to quite make anything happen of it.
Well, I guess the Fallacy was a Fallacy after all.
It was a
Yes, I just
valiant
had
nonetheless.
to look up that word to make that pun.
As red team starts spawning in, blue team licking their wounds. Got two very damaged ships here, Magnate and Corsair. Relatively low on HP.
Yes, especially with the Corsair, they are. It's not get. Okay, it's obviously not get kill territory, but they might die from some well-aimed Artemis shots or Banshees. So not a really good position there. Neither is the boss Banashee. Like both ships are in the one clip territory. One clip of greased flak, that is.
And of course, this being a 3v3 with so many guns on both sides of the field, quick kills are the name of the game here.
Yeah, and you might have heard us talk a lot about double focus in the 2v2s. In this game, you can get triple focus, which is even more lethal. Okay, Fallacy flanking around again, trying to get the attention of blue team. And it seems to partially work as the O key turns for them. Boss Banashee turned for them a bit. The crew Crusaders, one of them is spotted but not moving out.
Yes, spots are on, but they're still looking for the final... Nope, take that back. Curse of the commentator. The entire blue team is spotted. Red team are moving out now.
Yes!
There they go, going around the corner. Breaking line of sight. Sorry, establishing line of sight.
And Watcher going out on the boss Banashee. Not doing much though.
Blue team
Okay.
holding the line.
Once again, yeah, blue team assembling a firing line and red team doing a bit of a split here. Actually, quite possibly he's getting the double Gatling going on the Rambulance here, but the Rambulance reverses out of the Gatling range.
Again, the very aggressive push from the Crusaders. They haven't been punished for it, so it's obviously working, but can they score the kill?
That is the big question right now. Okay, quite possibly he's once again moving forwards for the Rambulance, getting the double Gatling going. Boss Banashee completely disabled and broken. Rambulance broken.
That's a ram kill on themselves.
Did I really ram the Fallacy?
Yeah, that was a Corsair ram on the Stormbreaker, but...
Wow!
Corsair's whole
Well,
weapon
that just
was
got them
armor
killed.
at the time.
Okay, boss Banashee almost completely disabled, double broken, sitting down on the terrain. That's most certainly dead.
The final flat kill picks them off.
Yeah.
Then there's the O-Key Junker, all by its lonesome.
Well, I would expect it to get away, considering that I think at least the Rambulance can spawn in again. We are in blue team spawn. Question is,
True.
how fast will the red ships be? Okay, we have a spawned Rambulance.
Red team are certainly be pushing their advantage. Blue team are in the process of respawning, but there is an altitude difference.
Boss Banashee respawning as well. The original business pushing forwards, ramming the O-Key here, double broken. Watch our flak, everything going out, and that's their Junker.
A fantastic aggressive play, picking up the kill.
Yes, and now Rambulance finds itself under fire here. Ooh, but quite possibly bees ending up with double focus, getting rammed by the Corsair.
Pushing it down, maybe the Magnet can finish it off. Does
I
anyone
wouldn't
have
be
a
too
gun?
convinced as there are 3 guns missing on the boss Banashee, and I think those are the right side guns. Quite possibly he's broken, so is boss Banashee. Okay, that's like a bit more than a bit less than half the perma of the carrot. Possibly bees missing, but Rambulance once again getting triple focused here.
There's an absolute feeding frenzy in the northern section of the map. Entire red team are focusing around the Rambulance. Boss Banashee is in the AO, but is also getting punished.
And Rambulance once again getting finished off by the 2 Crusaders. The German business broken as well. They are not looking good in terms of perma, but no one's shooting at them, so they will survive. And Boris Panache getting finished off by some Banshee fire from Fallacy, securing the 5th kill for blue team. Ah, red. Damn it, red.
Almost. One of the two. And once again, it's the Junker all by itself.
Now this
He's
time around,
backing
the
up fast.
Junker has quite a sufficient distance. It seems like they will escape. Maybe.
There is a spawn for blue team in the vicinity of the Oki, but that's an entire red team coming for them.
Yeah, it's like the red team is blue team. Well, this one is like almost where he is at the moment. Yeah, there you go. Yes, if you spawn there, you will be facing the wrong.
A quick about turn on the blue team respawners, and here we go back into the melee.
Yes. Once again, quite possibly he's moving forward, getting that double gatling. No follow up though. Follow up too late. Okay,
Bossman actually moving into
broken. As the business is pushing for them quite aggressively. But Boss Panache is trying to fight as well. They are looking for the juicy Crusader kill. And they get a Watcher. That's quite the Watcher. Seems like the Rambulance needs them.
Well, 6 kills to 3 in favour of red team. We need one more in it, and they appear to be converging on the Boss Panache. We appear to be entering the final seconds of this game. Let's see what our players can do.
Yep. So, general business really not looking good right now, but they're ramming the Boss Panache. But Oki will be the final ship to die! And I think that was more or less in the background. Damn it. So, Phobos Rider Coalition obtains the victory in this match with a final score of 7-3 against column 3. And I'm pretty sure we will actually follow column 3. Let me check on the challenge. Yes, we will. No, we won't. Yeah, we won't. We will meet British Legacy and Fresh Void.
I was going to say, I leave the administration to you. All I can say is, 40 minutes in, we finally got our first gameplays.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back once we have the next lobby assembled. Until then, see you around. And we are back once again right now with 1 minute on the clock in the lobby on Pirate and Rumble. We have on the red team Prudish Legacy with the pilots Schweizen, Autogon, and Bookshelf. And on the blue team we are joined by Fresh Void with the pilots Raging Falcon, Freddy, and IS Namnam.
Yes, pilot Freddy winning the amusing pilot name competition.
Yeah, pretty much. Ships are locked. Let's see if red team will ask for a minute. I bet an imaginary dollar that they will.
Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Looks like all teams are ready to go on as normal.
Well, they are past the point, so no minute for them. Damn it, I lost my imaginary dollar.
Don't worry, there's more where they came from.
And since this is SCS, I don't have to care about that person missing up there. That's so nice. It's like, if this would be Crucible, I would have to stop the timer, or count it down, and ask, where's that person? Get it back in!
You're trying to play hide and seek with that crew member. Here we go into the loading screen of the second match of SCS 341. Let's see how the players get on. So we enter Pirate and Rumble.
Yeah, and even though the screenshot is clearly, even though the screenshot is clearly showing Labyrinth with the balloon and the world in the back, and the globe.
It's an unappreciated map. But a quick word about these new teams. They're one of the newest teams, I believe. What can you tell me about them?
Well, they have been around for a few SCSs right now, but let's get to the ships quickly. Ship number 1 is Unseen and Sung, junker piloted by Schweizen. He's bringing Gat Flak on the left, that's a flak on the front, and Gat Flak on the right. Ship number 2 is Corsair, called Leon's Troopers, piloted by Autogon. He's bringing Watcher on the front, Gat Watcher on the right, Flamer Watcher on the left, and Minor Launcher on the back. And ship number 3 is whatever, piloted by Bookshelf. It's a Spire with double Gat on top, Flak Watcher on the bottom.
Ship number 1 for blue team is the Gold Digger, piloted by Raging Falcon. It's a Carrowfish, front gun heavy carronade, starboard side flamethrower, port side banshee, and what is that? A light carronade. Ship number 5, or on
actually,
blue, we have
stop that
Ruby
right there. We have a break right already with the Ruby Rose eating a lot of fire from the Leon's groupies.
Getting heavily punished, and yes, they might die before I can finish the ship name call out, but it is piloted by Freddy. We have a starboard side, and they're gone.
Well, that's the first kill for Red. Give me a second, I need to handle some business and then we can do the other ship.
I'll do the ship. Continuing swiftly on, we have the grievous mistake for ship number 6, piloted by IS Num, it's a Crusader. With front gun is, we have, what's that, Watcher and Minotaur. Port side, light flak Gatling, starboard side, Hades and Artemis.
Very nice. So, we have people complaining in the chat about the one of the smallest maps.
It is a small map with lots of players. Second kill for red.
Actually, it's still 4 times as big, now 3 times as big as Duel at Dawn.
Oh, Duel at Dawn's its own special breed, but never mind, we've got a... Ooh.
Well, we got a Gat-killed Crusader as the Ruby Rose comes in. It's a magnet by Freddy. He's bringing Gatling Flag Watcher on the right and Laser Artemis Lumber on the left. And he's about to die. Shit!
That was a very impressive ship call-out. You managed to finish that one off before they went down. It's an absolute feeding frenzy on this map.
I mean, with Steam Braids, it wasn't the King of the Hill tournament. That was 2v2, but we did the ship call-outs in like 10 seconds.
This is one where environment happened, I believe.
No, I don't know. It's just like, it was like he asked me, yeah, we should do the ship calls once the point is taken because we don't have time before the match. I was like, challenge accepted.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Blue team coming in again, respawning in the northwestern corner. Spots are out.
The new spawn that has been added recently. That spawn wasn't there before.
See, take that, haters.
Chat right now, they added some spawn points, and I think it's going to be aware of that.
See, take that, haters. We do get new content.
Unseen Unsung actually fully disabled right now. and more specifically sitting in some tar, I think deployed by IS number there. Raging Falcon on the Gold Digger. That's
Grievous mistake is double focused by the Corsair and the Spire. Red team
ouch.
moving in to clean up.
And
Louis Rose is next on the kill list.
Both going down as well, so Gold Digger might be the final kill here. Look, as someone who has flown that specific Spire loader themselves, I know that thing shreds.
Absolute furious display from Red team. All three ships flying together. So much firepower coming out.
Yeah, they are not messing around. Like, that's some solid play they're doing here.
Last tower of
It's coming.
desperation.
The Gold Digger will go down. That was a legitimate speedrunner for the CS match. 3v3 in 4.5 minutes.
Oh, more games like that. I can go to call it an early night.
I mean, that's to compensate for the first match. So, Prudish Legacy obtains the victory with a final score of 7-0. Not 7.
Wie Deutsch jetzt.
And we will be moving on to have Prudish Legacy face off with Fancy Spot Amendment. And we will be back once we have that assembled. So, see you then. And we are back once again, right now on Clash at Blackcliff, with a bit more than 1 minute remaining. On the blue, red, okay, stop that, I shouldn't type and talk.
Carry on, keep going, you're doing well.
I need to type
I'm the
first.
voice of support, ladies and gentlemen.
So, 30 seconds to ship lock. And on red team, we are joined by Fancy Spot Amendment, with the pilots Dimentio, who's Dimentio, Michigan, and Cowboy Six Guns. And on blue, we once again have Prudish Legacy, with the pilots Autogon, Schwexen, and Bookshelf. Okay. Yeah, but who is this Dimentio fella, do you know?
No idea. It's a silly name.
Yeah, who would do such a thing?
Time is ticking down, ships are currently locked. Let's see how these players will get on.
Actually, that is interesting. Okay, I mean, people are running up, so guess they are fine.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So some snappy, quick turnarounds. Some quick games on the menu.
I mean, I sure hope we get some quick games on the menu, since the first one took all the time. Okay, timer hit 0, quote unquote. Oh, there's someone from the clan here? Didn't even notice.
That's an old clan name if I've ever heard it. So here we are entering our third game of the night, Clash of Blackcliff, SCS 341.
Exactly. And considering the spot location of the teams, we might actually have enough time for the callouts.
I know I'm new to this, but cut me some slack.
I will do mine very fast, so you have all the time you need.
Thank you kindly.
First, I need to start the timer and load into the match, actually. There we go. I hate this menu. I hate this menu so much. Okay, ship number 1 is Jabberwocky, Magnate, piloted by Daniel. Sorry. He's playing Artemis Gatling Watcher on the right and Laser Flak Carolate on the left. Ship number 2 is MHS Ratalos, piloted by Michigan. It's a junker with a right side double gat.
Apologies to interrupt, but apologies to interrupt. Eyes to your match chat.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, don't worry, I saw the pause. I just need to find the match chat.
Once again, the curse of technical difficulty striking SCS 341.
Okay, we are paused, so we have quite a lot of time. Ship number 2, as I said, is the MHS Rafalos. We are piloted by Michigan. Wait, did I press T accidentally? Or I?
No, you tell me.
Because I have no names displayed. Which is a bit weird, I have to admit. Oh, I pressed U. Ahem. So, the double Gatling on the right, Flak in the front, and double Mercury on the left. Ship number 3 is Aspire, Tower of Truth, piloted by Cowboy Six Guns. He is bringing Lumber Flak on the front and Merc Gatling on top.
Here for blue team, ship number 4 is the Thor's Groupies, piloted by Autogon, sorry. It's a Stormbreaker with Watcher, and port side is Laser, and Laser. It's a strange and bizarre build. On port has been called. Ship number 5, blue team, we have the Shrike, the Keys to a Generation, piloted by Schwickskin. It's a Gatling Watcher on one side and Gatling Detonator on starboard. And last but not least, we have the Cetacea Aspire, flown by Bookshelf. It's currently gunning with the Lumberjack and Gatling gun up front, double Gatling gun up top, and finally a flak on the middle deck.
Exactly. So, with red team using up the balls for this match.
And a lightning burn by the Thor's Groupie streaking across the middle of the map here, getting all spots on the red team.
Nice. Well, I just briefly saw. He's actually drift sailing. Autogon is bringing Mucha and drift sail to the field here.
The most misunderstood pilot tool.
Oh, misunderstood pilot tool, yeah. I mean, if you can pull it off, you can do some really nice maneuvering with it.
It is a fun tool, I do enjoy it. It's disgusting. But blue team enveloping around red team's position, who are currently circled in the middle of the map here.
Keystone Generation doing some going into the red fire front line, not taking too much damage there. Just not actually gun running. He didn't shoot at all. We have like the Stormbreaker and the Shrike just cycling around the red ships.
I think blue team might have the advantage here. Setesir is getting that lumberjack to do some work. Then.
Oh, but we have the double
Setesir
laser of the
beautiful.
Thor's groupies going on something. Oh, there they are. Okay, so we have a Spire duel and the two mobile blue ships messing with the other two red ships. We have break on Keystone Generations though, and a slight bit of follow-up. Quite a lot of damage though on the Ruffalos right now, with a Watcher going into the perma.
And the triple lasers are ripping it up.
And they will survive. Those groups on the other hand is broken and
picks up.
dies, resulting in a first kill for Reds.
Meanwhile, in the duel of the Spire, Setesir is having a bit of a bad day. Tower of Truth moving in to pushing their weight around.
And Keystone Generation now getting rammed, or not actually rammed, by the MHS Ruffalos. Both blue ships not in a good position, with both of them having just a tad bit of perma left, and they being suppressed by at least one red ship.
Their team in a fantastically dominant position.
Yeah. Keystone Generation
one final spot.
apparently getting get killed. Okay, Tower of Truth broken, so is Setesir. I don't know if Setesir will survive, as the red team is coming in behind them to seal their fate.
Nice. And Setesir goes down and bites the dust. Thor's groupie has respawned and moved in aggressively to fight this all by themselves. They are getting a lot of work done with those triple lasers.
That is a triple laser gunning down the Tower of Truth there. They just killed, they just lasered their perma away. That is so silly, but it worked.
Silly is good. We enjoy silly things on in the casting couch.
Oh, are we sitting on the couch? I thought we're in the commentator's booth.
Whatever you do, do not look that up.
So what we have right now is the blue team being respawned, so is the red team. The MHS Ruffalos is really not looking good. They are in get kill territory. And Keystone Generation adding a lot of fire there, being briefly broken. Not too much perma lost, and Setesir getting that double Gatling going on the Ruffalos. Jabberwocky broken. Oh, they have the double laser on themselves, so that will chew away any armor they might have. And also perma with a detonator shot.
There we go. Looks like blue team's finally getting some traction. They've got some fantastically aggressive plays here, getting their fast movers to isolate and destroy a target. Now they're finally getting kills on the board.
Yeah,
3-2 in favor of red team.
Yeah, and MHS Ruffalos will probably soon will follow, or just followed rather, as the Thor's groupies got their lasers going on them. And with 20 fire stacks on the armor, that's not messing around. So, Tower of Truth once again isolated, getting the balloon popped, Keystone Generation coming in, firing with detonator and Gatling, and Thor's groupies drifting in as well, getting the Watcher going. Tower of Truth eating an awful lot of damage and going down. 4-3 for blue.
That's a very typical thing to see in a 3v3. There's so much firepower, you just can't brush that aside.
No.
Once the team has locked down an enemy, that's it. So we have a brief moment of pause, a brief lull on the battlefield as red team moves into respawn.
What I've actually noticed is with 3v3, it's way easier to get yourself into a conveyor belt. Because you're just like, yeah, there's still two enemies on the front, but you respawn and one of them dies.
It is deceptive. You've got to have a very good sense of timing to see what's going on in real time. Get a feel of the situation. There's so many guns in play. Quick kills are the name of the game.
Redspawn has respawned in the far northwest of the map, using this lovely pillar here and the refinery building next to them as a bit of cover.
And the Spires immediately do their lumberjack, their long distance dueling again.
Oh, that's actually quite a long distance. Seems like 1.5 to 2 kilometers.
Gunners earning their pay today. Thor's groupies and Keys to a Generation pulling a nice maneuver using the environment as cover to move up unspotted.
Yeah. And that is a break on Tower of Truth and an engine disabled. No follow-up though. Guess not
Oh,
used.
Keys to a Generation. Pilots having a bit of an issue. There's the curse of the environment. They're being caught. But haven't been punished for it. It's a dangerous game, moonshining a Striker around in close proximity to cover like that, but they're getting away with it.
Yeah. Jabberwocky pushing forwards quite aggressively, and they will get punished for it right now as Keys for a Generation just turns around and gets that gun going on Jabberwocky with the Cetixia going for them as well. We have a break on them. Might be double broken soon. But we also have a break on the Tower of Truth. This is an interesting engagement for sure. She's Rothalos trying to chase down the Thor's groupies, but Autogon is just going ham with Moonshine and Drifter presumably.
Keys to a Generation doing fantastic work, getting huge damage in with that detonator. Down goes the Jabberwocky.
And the Tower of Truth will probably soon follow, especially with the two of Thor's groupies and the Spire joining the fight now as well. That's 3 ships gunning down. What?
It's 3-6 in favour of blue team as we enter the final few seconds of this game. We've got one very lone junker facing it off by its lonesome against the entire blue team.
I mean, they are exactly in one of their spawns. So the red ships can immediately spawn in onto this position again. And that's exactly what the Jabberwocky does, as it's the only reasonable thing to do.
It's a move of desperation. Let's see what they can make of it.
Question is, how hard will the blue team focus on one ship to just end it? And it seems like they will be focusing on the Rothalos, as we have like 3 Gatlings at least going ham at that ship.
Half itself is gone.
All story broken, getting rammed by the Tower of Truth right now, getting rammed to the environment. And they go down!
That's some hot Spire and Spire action, ladies and gentlemen.
Another question is for the 2 blue ships. They can definitely run away. They are fast enough for that. But will they try to get a kill or will you actually run away? Rothalos broken with triple? That's triple laser on them. So they might just get burned away. And they're really not looking good, especially with some fire from the Keys of Generation coming right now. If the Thor's group is able to maintain the fire on the Rothalos, they might get the kill here.
Doesn't appear it's going to happen. Red team have got the momentum.
Yes.
Now pushing blue team away.
Thor's groupies is moonshining backward, moonshine drift selling backwards, so they're running, but they will most likely get away. Yeah, that's a really speedy Stormbreaker. Joining up with their Spire, and now starting the long-range shootout with the enemy Spire.
This is an interesting development, because Cetus is dreadfully isolated. There's an entire red team firing line it's facing against.
Especially... No, wait.
Armor broken,
The Minotaur
minor
was last
punishment.
match, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, Keystone Generation and Thor's group is now moving forwards again. It seems like Tower of Truth will be the target as they do a dual Watcher onto them, disabling everything and double broken as well.
Meanwhile, Cetus is in the back, still doing work. Are they focusing down the Tower of Truth? So what it appears to be.
Yeah, that's another break going out on them with some flak follow-up. More importantly, the balloon is down, so they will most likely sit down on the environment.
That's a very sad-looking Spire. Tower of Truth on the ground, being focused by its counterpart, the Cetus here, moving in behind them.
Will Bookshelf go in for the retaliation ram? That's the big question right now.
Cetus here desperately trying to get something done here. Flak's going out, but it didn't kill it.
And in the background, I think the Junker just exploded. I can see the explosion on the final screen. I can look at the stream and try to figure it out. Anyways, Prudish Legacy obtains the victory in this match with a final score of 7-5 in favor of blue. Winning against Trancy's Spot Amendment. Good job there. So this is 5, 7. And they will be going off up against either the Pomegranatos or Phobos and Ryder coalition. Find out soon, as we will be back once we have that lobby assembled. But then, see you around. And we are back in the lobby again with on Parrot and Rumble. And on
Yes,
the
we're still going, ladies and gentlemen. We're still here, don't worry.
yeah, we haven't left yet. And on Red, we are now joined by the Phobos Rider Coalition again, who got kicked out of the top bracket by the Pomegranatos. And they are now once facing off against Prudish Legacy. So, and we have almost reached 1.5 minutes remaining. There we go. Now I have 30 seconds to type a long message.
Well, all I can say is I hope everyone likes Paraton because, yep, we're here again.
And we're getting closer and closer to the match start. With 1 minute remaining on the clock, 30 seconds to lock. Also, I should really make myself like a copy pasta document. All this typing is really annoying from time to time.
It would be handy until you inadvertently copy-paste the wrong thing in. Then it'll be funny.
I'll become like Hector, who has a message for every 30 seconds. So it's like 1 minute remaining, or like 5 minutes remaining, and these messages tell you that 30 seconds have passed, and stuff like that. It's really funny, actually. Ships are locked.
Wouldn't surprise me if someone's written a macro for this kind of thing.
Okay, that would actually be a bit excessive, I think.
Okay, approaching the last 15 seconds. Approaching, going to Paris and Rumble. Let's see how these teams are going to get on.
Well, and actually seems like this lobby won't be force started, as the timer is ticking down. And we will actually start because of people readying up. Very nice. And yes, this is the second time we are on Parrot and Rumble. Last time we had Fresh Void being, I guess, slightly obliterated by Prudish Legacy.
It's a harsh map.
Yeah, that is true. So let's see how it plays out this time. Let's see how long I take for a countdown. There we go. Ship number 1 is quite possibly B, is considered by Portugal Grump. There's Watcher Anchor in front, double Gat, double Flak. Ship number 2 is the Sorrow, piloted by Finks, Goldfish, with a Carrion on front, Flame on the right, Gat, Flak on the left. And ship 3 is Smoothie Brain, Spire, piloted by Iqtril, Whispering Watcher Gat on the bottom deck, Flak Gat on the top.
In the blue corner, we have Thor's Groupies, piloted by Autogon. It's the triple laser Stormbreaker with the Swatcher on the starboard side. Ship number 5, Performative Artling, piloted by Schweikskin. It's a Metamidian, old school Metamidian, Gatling mortar with port side flamethrower flare. And last but not least, we have the Cetaceer, piloted by Bookshelf. It's a Flak Spire with double Gatlings on top and a third light flak accompanying to round out the loadout.
That's an interesting one, I have to say. And right now they will be receiving a Blenderfish in their rear and an armor break. Double broken, actually.
And they're not in position to use that Gatling flak anymore.
No, they're in a position to do anything there. But Smooth Brain broken as well, with the triple laser being on them right there. So their armor will be down. Question is, will there be enough follow-up to actually get rid of them?
There's a lot happening in this little narrow street here, and there it goes. Smoothie Brain has been destroyed.
That is a first kill for Blue.
Let's see, the Sorrows looking fairly isolated. Blue team appear to be trying to converge on that one lone goldfish.
Formative Artling broken right now, but not in any firing line. And where's the quite possibly bees?
Quite possibly bees is quite possibly lost in the western corner. Their engines are currently spinning up and they're moving on towards the teammate now.
Quite possibly stuck?
Quite possibly.
How many puns can we make with quite possibly?
We should stop riffing on them. It's a bit mean, but I can't help it. Smoothie Brain's respawned and is moving in. And we entered a quiet moment as blue team are consolidating their position in the northeast corner, and red team are posturing, trying to find
It
an
will
opening.
kick off again as the Zoro just encountered those groupies. Started kicking the engagement off with no pop, actually.
And here we go, here's the double Gatling flak spire, here we go! Set to see the name of the game?
Well, right now they're more popped.
Oh dear.
Oh, but there is the flak shot, traveling slightly past Smoothie Brain. Quite possibly is finally arriving in the engagement.
Getting good work done against the Thor's groupies, only taking a fair bit of damage. Sorrow's also eating it, it's getting the Cetiseer, and there's a flak in from the Cetiseer.
And that's another break. No big flak follow up though. And now the Cetiseer will receive a Smoothie Brain into the rear.
And here we go, get some more hot spire on spire action at close quarters.
Double
That's what we
Gatling coming
enjoy.
out of the Smoothie Brain. Cetiseer pinned against the ground here. The flak going out.
Go on, give him a ram.
Come on. Give me something to show. While I'm not looking at the Zoro dying in the back, dying elsewhere. Come on! And he goes in for the ram.
Performance of Artling, however, up above all. This just took 50% hull loss. Quite possibly Bees. Finishes them off.
Oh, actually both die.
There's a
Cetiseer
double kill.
and the performative Hardling. So we have a very lonely those groupies on the field.
They'll be trying to bug out. That was a beautiful chain of events. 2 kills in quick succession.
Yeah. And possibly another one, as 3 ships are currently gunning down those groupies.
And that's a Watcher. And that's a Goldfish.
And that's
And
a
that's a Dead
ram!
Stormbreaker.
Zoro ram killing those groupies, securing the 3rd kill for Red. We're now comfortably in the lead. And they are occupying the northeastern bit of the map. So where will blue team respawn? Well, I would guess top left corner. I'm not sure though.
I'm sure the blue team pilots are coordinating with one another, trying to work. Here they go. There's one
Yeah.
respawn, 2 and 3. All
So
ships are on the
respawning
board, and that is an
behind red
aggressive
team.
spawn.
With the spots coming out, they will realize their mistake and immediately turn around.
There goes the Gatlings. No heavy
Right
flak
now.
follow-up.
Both flags actually got disabled by that Watcher from the Smoothie Brain. Will it be enough though to save them?
Performance of Artling's looking to seal the deal, and Smoothie Brain does go down.
And they will see the deal, but Cetiseer also not looking good right now with the Zoro being in the face and ramming them into terrain.
Ouch! I'll feel that one. Sorrow doing good work with the Carryfish.
If those groupies double broken right now, having a flame on them, so they're slightly burning. Well, they are on fire.
They're having a very bad time.
And now almost getting rammed by the Zoro. I think while I was looking, someone else died.
Yeah, whilst we were ramping on performance of Artling, just picked off the quite possibly Bees.
Oh damn. Those groupies
Is it-
still not looking good.
Yeah, it is a Gatling mortar pyramid, and it will melt face if you let it.
It is a Crusader killer. And those groupies finally dying on some terrain there, getting stuck on the ground.
For Pilot Autumn has been struggling tooth and nail to survive as long as he did. But that's a Carryfish. Those things are incredibly strong.
From the Vatling now dropping onto the Zoro here, but they need to be careful not to get dropped too deep. Also, they're fighting on the edge of the world. God damn it, get back onto the map, please.
A bit of a scramble and a ruckus going on here. Both teams are scattered everywhere, and just devolving into 2 series of separate 1v1s.
Cat once again eating a lot of fire. They're being broken, losing all the guns, being double broken right now specifically, and they will most likely sit down actually. Yeah, that is a sitting spire, and the Zoro comes in once again for the
Here it
ram.
comes. That seals that one.
6-3 for Red,
Well,
and
this-
those groupies was just
Before we
finished
finish-
off by the Crusader.
before I could finish my sentence, that final kill was incredibly quick.
Yep. And that means Phobos Rider Coalition will be moving on again, winning this match against Prudish Legacy, sorry, for a final score of 7-3. Yes. And they will be facing either Steel Lepidoptera Leucopternis or the Jackdaws. And I'll see you again once we have that assembled.
Toodle
See you
pip.
around. And we are back for, well, I guess like the third finals. It's not really quarterfinals. Anyways, we are joined on the red side by the Phobos Rider Coalition again with Grump, Finks, and Ictrel. And on blue, we are joined by Steel, Lepidoptera, Leucopternus.
Well done.
With the pilots Mervyn, Moshana, and Water It's Me. And we are on Water Hazard. Well, let's see if the water will be a hazard to a certain water.
Okay, I gave you commendation, now I'm taking it away from you. That was awful.
Yeah, that was awful. You're right.
You
I
did
will
it
try
on
to make a
purpose
better
there.
pun the next time. Yep, please give me English puns. I only know German ones.
No, Varum, Einthak, Van, and I can't remember the rest. Well, apart from the technical difficulties at the very start, we've got some quick, snappy, confident turnarounds. We like that.
And there's also got some rather quick matches and lobbies, I have to say.
It's the nature of 3v3. It's a killing field out there.
I have to admit that when we planned this, like we started, in the start we started talking about that, how it might go, we were worried that we would get a lot of overtime. Because more kills mean longer matches. But
I guess.
in the end, it didn't. But this match here might be a tad bit longer, as Water Hazard is a long-range map.
Very open, with some rolling fields of cloud. But yeah, it's usually a long-range affair. Okay. 10-second countdown. Ships are locked. Let's see how both teams are going to get on.
And they have readied up, which is really nice. Congrats on overtime. Oh, apparently we had a match with overtime. Didn't even... no one told me.
I wasn't paying attention. I just talk rubbish.
And you're doing a quite good job at it.
Thanks, man.
Okay, let's see if the teams will give us enough time to call them out.
Yeah, it would be appreciated. It'll make my job a lot easier, I'll give them that.
Yeah. And I'm once again gonna show the stream the lovely artwork I totally did not steal from Google somewhere. With the Baronite carrier in all its glory.
Brilliant. Sensible ship.
Oh, I wish I could fly it. Well, okay, we are in 20 minutes now live. Ship number 1 is quite possibly Beast Crusader, piloted by Grump, Watch Carrier on the front, Double Flux, and Double Cats. Ship number 2 is the Fallacy, Stormbreaker, piloted by Finks. He is bringing a Caronite on the right, and a Burning, Gatling, and Double Banshees on the left. How is that burning already? Ship number 3 is the Smoothie Brain, Spire, piloted by Ictrel. He is bringing Watcher Banshee on the bottom deck, and Flak Cat on top.
In the blue corner, we have the Fluffy Moth, piloted by Merwin. It's a Magnate, port side, double Mercury, and a heavy flak Mark II. Starboard side is Gatling, Mortar, and Watcher. Ship number 5, we've got Mojin piloting the Fifth Element. It's a Goldfish, a Watcherfish. Port side, Gatling gun, and Banshee. Starboard side, light carronade. And last but not least, we have the Some Kind of Soiliness, piloted by Water It's Me. It's a Minotaur Spire. Top deck is Artemis Banshee, and the second Banshee with the gunner.
And I completely forgot about Water Hazard's broken spawns. In the 3v3 and 4v4 version, where teams literally spawn next to each other. In front of each other.
Oh, what fun.
Well, and it seems like Smoothie Brain is already making a move right now, rushing forwards towards the Fluffy Moth. Or they just Hydra out of the problems.
That was an aggressive moonshine drift sail approach. Yeah, they're backing out now to safety. Blue team are establishing a solid firing line.
And also we have a bow sneaking into our spectator slots here.
Ah, who are these imposters?
That's just one. And let's keep focused on the action. Smoothie Brain broken right now, actually. With the Minotaur from some kind of solidness being locked onto them.
Following the action on the map, you can see the entire blue team converging on that one red spire.
I mean, that one red spire made the mistake of being the prime target.
Yeah, it's got Moonshine, it's got Drift Cell, it'll just run away.
Yes, sure that. And now it will be quite possibly bees getting all the attention.
Fifth Element experiences an armor break.
But no follow-up, just 1 or 2 Gatling rounds. And we have a lot of Banshee fire being exchanged. Quantum Bees broken right now. Once again,
it's still in an awkward position though. It's retreating, withdrawing now.
okay, once again a break on Fifth Element there, but no follow-up. Almost no follow-up, that is. It's like we have a lot of breaks, but we're really lacking follow-ups. Speaking of which, Smoothie Brain broken. A bit less than half the perma just went away.
Those double Mercuries on the Fluffy Moth are doing work, still waiting for that heavy flak shot to connect. It's a big map.
Broken, flak shot, the flak zoomed past. Which is a bit unfortunate, but we have another break. And the flak once again zooming past.
Fifth Element and the Fallacy are going at each other, while some kind of solidness in the Magnate doing work on the Crusader there.
And Fifth Element is doing a phenomenal job at keeping the Fallacy off of them. Smoothie Brain once again back in the action, rushing forwards towards some kind of solidness.
That's a desperate approach. It appears to be paying off though.
Well,
never mind, take that back, heavily punished.
Yeah, the Fluffy Moth just turned the Brawling Side into action, and boom! That is a dead Spire, the first kill for blue.
First kill for blue. 4 minutes into this match.
I have
that Brawling Side on the Magnate doing work. Quite possibly Bees taking punch to the face.
Don't move off my camera for fucking sake. I can't steer while I'm typing. Okay, also Bees actually surviving with that smidge of perma.
So a gnat's whisker away from death. Props to the crew for their engineering.
Right now, they are missing a lot of guns, and their armor might burn down if they're not careful. Also, some kind of solidness appears to be dead center, or dead focus on them, with the Minotaur pushing them around. Break on Composite Bees, and they once again save it.
As this has been happening, Fifth Element and Fallacy, the brawl continues, and got some good damage on the Fallacy here. Fallacy's down to about 50% HP, and that Goldfish is doggedly pursuing them with their
and there we go, the Fluffy is getting finished off by a Mercury shot from the quite possible Bee. From the Fluffy Moth. I'm bamboozling myself.
Well done.
Smoothie Brain has respawned, but is staying in cover right now. While the Fallacy is doing some fancy maneuvering around blue team.
Yeah, trying to get out of the dodge is what I was expecting. Just looking at the map, we've got blue team setting up a solid firing line in the middle of the map here. Red team are scattered all over the place, trying to find a weakness.
Possibilities has respawned at the bottom right corner there. Well, not bottom right, more on the left.
Enter a rather quiet period of this fight.
Yeah, the Fallacy just maneuvering around, and the two other red ships meeting up over in the west.
Both teams posturing, jockeying for position, trying to find an advantage.
Go west.
What are you talking about, you strange man? What's that? What are you singing, you strange man?
I don't actually know what the song is called. I think it's called Go West. It's by the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, how lovely. Do you take requests?
What are we saying?
Do you take requests?
I'm not playing music.
Oh,
okay.
Break on the Smoothie Brain.
Yeah, they have. Blue team has spotted the Smoothie Brain, and they just focused all the firepower on them.
Yeah, those double Mercuries from the Magnate delivering great utility. Just can't quite feed that heavy flak onto target.
Yeah, but and with the Minotaur from the some kind of Cernus being added onto that, the Smoothie Brain has really, once they stop, they really lose maneuvering capabilities.
Oh yeah.
or most precisely, they will be unable to get guns on the target. But now they're
We've got
making a
development
mad
here.
dash for another mountain over here on the eastern side of the map. Now Fallacy once again moving in, and I think Fifth Element is expecting them.
Blue team quickly redeploys everything onto the quite possibly Bs.
Who is trying to make the same mad dash as the Smooth Brain did, but they're not. Okay, they are doing it because the Smooth Brain just moved in, but they will get double focused on that. Oh, that's a break on the some kind of cylinders and already more than half the power missing.
60% of the HP just evaporating in that one.
Yeah, that was some really well-timed flak coming out of the Smooth Brain right there.
Blue team attempting to disengage, and the entire team is sinking in altitude, trying to box in the fallacy. Red team moves into attack. Getting some good drift work of that drift cell in there.
Smooth Brain trying to move forwards onto some kind of cylinders here, but they are just ignoring them. Slapimov broken right now. Follow-up appears to be lacking. Some kind of cylinders pushing hard for the Crusader here. Getting the Minotaur going. But they will get broken with the Smooth Brain behind them, getting rammed as well.
There's the hot Spire action we're looking for.
Yes! Some kind of cylinders with all the engines and the armor, and they die!
There we go, first kill for red.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first point the red team got. First kill. Advantage still lies with blue. Damn it, stop confusing me.
As that was happening, Fluffy Moth just took a lot of flaks at close range. They're down to about 25%, maybe less HP.
That's more like 20.
Beats me.
Fifth element broken as well, ramming or getting rammed by the by the couple Bs who are broken right now. No follow up though? Yeah.
Momentum still firmly in hands of red team.
It seems like the guys of the Fifth Element just ignored the armor until something with explosive damage started landing on them. Fluffy
cutting it fine.
Fluffy Moth broken once again, but no follow up there. Some kind of Sunrise is respawned, but they are spawned in a safe position on the map. They are top a bit further northeast, and there is a big mountain in the way. Movement here. Broken right now with a lot of branching going into their rear, shooting away at that perma, but no kill.
It was an interesting move by the Smoothie Brain there. See, they were close range Watcher Spire, but they disengaged quite a while away. Then they've lined up. I think they've used this opportunity to line up a beautiful Moonshine Drift Cell approach.
Well, okay, Fallacy almost dying there, but they are in get kill territory right now. The Element losing the balloon and 3 guns and their armor, and I'm having trouble to keep all the engagements on the camera.
And there's a lot happening all over the map in this game.
Where's some kind of civilians, by the way? Oh, there they are.
But there.
Fluffy Moth broken once again, getting finished off by the quite possible piece. And just to clarify that once again, Alpha are not doing song requests. I will try to set that up if I stream more regularly, but not for now.
That's a hearty claim. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Well, I think like there's a way to do it with Stream Elements, but you need to be affiliate for that. So follow me.
Boo.
I need 50 followers for that.
Here we go. Fighting still continues, quite possibly B's shadowing the Fifth Element as they're pushing back into Blue's northeastern spawn.
Yeah, the Fallacy needs to be really careful right now because they are in get kill territory. It's like one break and they should be dead. They say, intentionally say should be because I've seen enough people save that.
Anything can happen. Once again,
Fluffy double broken right now, missing one side of guns. And a lot of follow-up going in on them, possibly B's being finished off by the Fifth Element though.
This is happening. Fluffy Moth is taking a fair bit of punishment.
Yeah.
And they go down.
We just had like 2 double focuses going on with the Fallacy and the Smooth Brain focusing the Fluffy Moth, and some kind of Sonus Fifth Element focusing the Fallacy.
Both teams trading points 3 for 3. with 8
Smoothie
minutes to
Brain
go.
breaking once again with that Minotaur hitting them, especially while Drift Cell is still active, so the effects are even more lethal. While the Fifth Element is trying to keep the Fallacy off the Samkai Sinners.
Blue team currently
Fluffy...
has momentum here,
quite possibly
but never mind,
spawning.
Fallacy is free to harass some kind of soiliness. Fifth Element is moving in.
Fluffy Morph has respawned right now, moving in. Especially since they respawned rather close. Quite possibly respawn as well, coming now over from the northwest here.
Here we go, we can see on the map some very different styles of play. Blue team very consolidating the ground, having the team in one position, concentrating their firepower, and red team are choosing to disperse and attack from different angles. Got fast moving ships, got drift sail in play. We're gonna have some very aggressive moves from their team.
Okay, Fallacy trying to get into the backline of blue team, but Fifth Element is ready for that, already turning around, getting the Watcher going.
That's some good work from the Goldfish.
That's it, keeping the Fallacy mostly contained.
That's their role in this game, and by God are they going to do it.
That's actually a lot of fire on the Fallacy right now with another Watcher coming in.
Well,
11 fire stacks.
Damaged.
11 fire stacks on the armor there.
I think Fallacy. I think that's it for the Fallacy. They can't escape from that.
Especially if the Samkai Cylinder is not joining in. Fallacy gets finished off. 4-3 lead for blue. Quite possibly is in the end not committing to the fight, rather staying behind, and they will get, if they choose to engage that, they will be in the back line of the blue team.
True, but it appears to
But
be...
that still is a lot of distance to cover there, so they're not going to do it.
I'm not a psychic, I can only guess that quite possibly is just trying to literally hide away, and while red team reset, while the Smoothie Brain just drift sails away as a spire. Who does that?
Well, Igfril does that.
Apparently so. And it's working, it's paying dividends because they're staying alive.
The question is, how long will they stay alive? The Fifth Element is catching on to them, and they are broken once again.
Blue team are determined to chase them down. There
Oh,
we go.
that is a lethal Watcher, getting all of the Smoothie Brain's engines and also the armor break. With Gat Banshee follow-up from the Fifth Element right now.
But there's the magic of drift sail. Even if all your engines are completely out, just hold down the drift sail and you'll keep on floating.
Ah, well, that wasn't much the momentum to begin with.
True, true.
Okay, and once again, Smoothie Brain is once again broken with the Fifth Element now finishing them off. Fallacy has arrived in the blue team, but they will be alone against 3 enemies.
It's a very dangerous place to be. Blue team
Bees pushing forwards, once again taking cover in the middle of the map here, quite literally. And Fifth Element and the Fallacy are once again staring each other down. Will the Fluffy Morph and the Sunken Cylinders find the quite possibly bees? Place your bets in the chat right now.
They are certainly moving in that direction as we push the final 5 minutes of this game. Blue team with the firm advantage, only 2 kills to wrap it up.
Actually,
in the mid game here.
as much as I hate saying it, blue team is in a very good position to play on the timer. They are in the lead and they have first kill advantage.
They're obviously playing it safe, keeping the team together, watching each other's backs. But here we go, Smoothie Brain's moving in rapidly on some kind of soiliness. Watcher goes wild.
Not accomplishing much in the end there, but that is still a double broken... Just a broken spire! And quite possibly is now moving in behind some kind of Solinus. Getting spotted before they are really in the fighting distance, and some kind of Solinus has enough time to just run away.
Entire blue team is ignoring the Crusaders. We have a 3 versus 2 scenario here.
Yeah, some kind of Solinus is pushing hard on Smoothie Brain right now. With the Fluffy Morph and the Fifth Element going for the Fallacy. Fluffy Morph broken once again though. Fallacy broken as well.
Crusader now enters the fray.
Like, some kind of Solinus double broken actually. But Smoothie Brain also not really looking good being broken. They're missing 2 guns and an engine, but still drifting on.
Quite possibly bees doggedly chasing some kind of soiliness. Flax go in. But Fluffy Morph has recovered and are now training their double mercs on target. Quite possibly bees has to respect that and start backing up.
Smoothie Brain once again broken there. Still lacking in follow-up. Goes to Please dies from the Fluffy Morph. I think that's finally a flag that connected.
Was that the flat kill?
I mean, that Crusader was almost full life. That was most certainly a flag that hit there. And now the Fluffy Morph is just turning for the Smoothie Brain, wanting to secure that last kill on that almost completely disabled on that Spire where that's missing a lot of its guns right now. Getting the broadside going, and
there we
they
have
get
it.
the kill. That was a really long match. But well played by both sides.
We're earning our pay for this one, Sardarum.
We sure are. Oh, if only we get paid.
Damn it, bamboozles again.
So, SLL, also known as Steel, like, whatever, SLL obtains the victory here against Pia, Phobos Rider Coalition with a final score of 7-3. And SLL will move on into the semi-finals against the Pomegranatos. But that will be over on Alpha Stream.
Yeah, what he said.
So, this has been SCS. Actually, hold up. I will do the moderation in a sec. Give me a sec.
Is the stream still live, or can I talk rubbish now?
Stream's live.
Hello, stream.
Okay. Hey, SLL, please stay in this lobby. Don't go anywhere.
Really? I didn't know.
Really?
So,
Really?
yeah, this has been SCS number 341 with me, Zaldarim, and Marza. So once again, thanks to you for staying with me here. I hope you had fun.
The one and only. Yeah, it's been great fun.
That's nice. And to the viewers at home, thank you for watching. I sure hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we did. And you can now continue watching SCS over on Alfitros. Yeah, Alfitros. Just either follow that or look in the challenge. Streaming link is over there. You will
Show's over, kids.
I'll be
Everyone go
voicing
home.
go there. And this has been Zaldarim. So have a really good night.